Hey, friends. Thanks for listening to the Christian Education and Leadership Podcast. Today's episode is Part 1. What difference does Christian education make? This episode is the first of a 7-part series looking at outcomes for Christian school graduates. In a culture often focused on school rankings, test scores, and college admissions, we rarely ask a more fundamental question. What kind of person is being formed through this education? The 2023 Cardus Education Survey, CES, invites us to consider just that. Drawing on data from nearly 2,400 graduates across the U.S., this study seeks to understand how students from different K-12 sectors, public, Catholic, Protestant, homeschool, and others, are shaped in their beliefs, character, civic life, well-being, and purpose. The full report, titled School Sector Influence on Graduate Outcomes and Flourishing, is one of the most comprehensive efforts to explore the long-term effects of education on life outcomes, especially from a faith-based perspective. Who was surveyed? The survey focused on adults aged 24 to 39, offering insight into how school experiences shape adult life years after graduation. Participants represented a diverse mix of backgrounds, with traditional public school graduates making up the majority, followed by graduates of Catholic, Protestant, homeschool, and other school types. This table from the CES report shows how many respondents spent at least 1 year and how many spent most of high school in each school sector. A 7-part series. Over the next several episodes, I'll walk through the findings from this study with a particular focus on what they mean for Christian education. Here's what to expect. Introduction to the study, this episode. Perceptions of the high school experience, educational attainment and employment outcomes, civic formation, mental health and well-being, faith and family formation, reflections, areas for growth, and next steps. What makes this study unique? It follows graduates long after high school to assess how schooling shaped their character, beliefs, social engagement, and life satisfaction. It compares outcomes across sectors while accounting for background factors like income, geography, and parental education. It highlights what faith-based schools, particularly Protestant schools, are doing well, while also identifying important challenges and opportunities for growth. A glimpse at the findings. The CES research reveals both encouragement and responsibility for Christian educators and school leaders. Here are a few highlights. Graduates of Protestant schools are among the most likely to attend religious services regularly, believe in biblical authority, and report a vibrant personal faith. Protestant school graduates are less likely to experience moderate to high psychological distress compared to graduates of other sectors. When asked whether their school helped them grow in their relationship with God, Protestant graduates responded more positively than any other group. While Protestant and Catholic school graduates report the highest levels of life satisfaction, this difference disappears when controlling for demographic factors. This last point is important. It reminds us that positive outcomes are not automatic, and Christian schools are not without their challenges. Keep in mind that a student's background, family, church, and social environment all work in tandem with the school experience. Why this series matters. Christian education should never be reduced to simply an academic alternative to public school or a protective bubble that shields students from the reality of a fallen world. It should be a place of invitation to discipleship where biblical truth shapes every dimension of life and learning. This series is an invitation to explore what's working and what can be improved in the mission to raise up the next generation of Christ followers and kingdom leaders.